going back to the Andrew Tate tweet about the Disney movie. He laughed. Yeah, you missed it. You weren't here when we mentioned it. So Andrew Tate tweeted with the lines "Haram" about a certain news headline that Disney's first movie with gay lead character bombs at the box office. So that's a news line that if people saw it, a lot of traditional Muslims, if they saw it, they would be happy at that news headline, right? Good, because Disney's been forcing this stuff down our throat for too long. Okay, and it's ridiculous. Like they're going for 30% representation, I think, is what GLAAD is going after by 2030. Even though people who commit this sort of act, they're a very, very insignificant minority of people in the United States and throughout the world, and yet they're looking for 30% media representation for all characters. And so we've been dealing with this kind of heavy-handed indoctrination from Disney for quite a while. So somebody points it out, and the traditional Muslim, they think, oh, good. Then they see who said it. They say, uh-oh, Andrew Tate said it. I don't know if I want to retweet it. How is the sort of maybe the feminists that follow me going to react, or this, or how these people going to react? Okay, we have to avoid partisanship and sectarianism when we deal with contemporary issues. Muslims are people who accept the truth no matter who says it, as Malcolm X said, and no group has a monopoly on the truth. No group has a monopoly on the truth. Sheikh Abdullah Shankiti used to point this out in Surah Saba, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the story, the Queen of Sheba and stuff like that. She worshipped the sun. She was a sun worshiper, okay? There's the whole situation between her and Sulaiman. Sulaiman sends a letter and be like, I don't want your gift, and I'm ready to throw down if you want to go that way. Like basically it's like come to the true religion, but if you want to fight, we can fight. And so Saba asks her advisors. She said, well, what do you think we should do? And that was very smart of her. She's not just some sort of dictator. And her advisors tell her, it's like, listen, well, we're ready to do whatever you want to do. And so she comments and she says back, well, if two people go to war, then the best of those people, like the talented people, are wasted, right? Basically, it hurts both sides, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comments on it by saying, well, كَذَلِكَ يَفْعَلُونَ, right? Allah didn't say, shut up, you sun worshiper. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Or didn't say that, well, we're not going to listen to this person because of, she's a mushrika. He affirms the thing that she said that was true, despite all of her problems, okay? That is maturity, right? We accept the true things we have to be honest and consistent. We take the true thing no matter who says it, even if you don't like the person. That is being just, okay? So even if Andrew Tate, even if you hate the guy's guts, even if you think maybe you think he came into Islam fake and he's trying to play the Muslims or whatever, if he says something that's true, you have to acknowledge it. Yes, it's true what he said. Okay, you don't play these sorts of points. That is a slippery slope to becoming biased and partisan and sectarianism. No group has a monopoly on the truth. There are some people that, they're very prejudiced against Salafis or what they consider Wahhabis. There's other people that are very prejudiced against Sufis. They say goofy Sufis, right? We got one side calling them goofy Sufis and the other side calling the other knuckleheads, from knuckle, which means to transmit the text. Where are we getting with this? This is partisanship and sectarianism, all right? And it's this isn't sports teams, right? It's not the World Cup. We're not rooting for Argentina versus France or whatever. Okay, this is the truth. And so we need to be prepared to accept the truth no matter who says it, no matter where it comes from. If you're a Salafi, Wahhabi, whatever, and a Sufi sheikh says something right about Surah Al-Fatiha, you have to acknowledge it. Have the humility to acknowledge that it's right. Right? Maybe he recites the Quran better than you. Maybe he's a hafiz. Maybe he makes khatam every 6 days. Okay? If he's better than you in that, give him his haqq. Give him his right. You don't throw out everything just because he's part of this group or he has things that you disagree with, or you think he's wrong in X, Y, and Z. Be mature enough to recognize the true wherever it comes from. And the same is on the other foot. Okay? The same goes the opposite direction.